Assalamu alaikum. Good day, everyone. Today we will be talking about HLB values. According to Wikipedia, the HLB value or HLB is the hydrophilic lipophilic balance of a surfactant is a measure of its degree of hydrophilicity or lipophilicity determined by calculating percentages of molecular weights for the hydrophilic and lipophilic portions of the surfactant molecule as described by Griffin in 1949 and 1954. Guys, as we see here, the HLB values are very important in emulsions, especially when we talk about the oil and water emulsions and water and oil emulsions. So as we see here, nakita natin na we have 0 and 18. So, and we see here the hydrophilic or water soluble, water dispersible, and hydrophobic. So, the more the HLB value of an a substance, for example, we have a lot of substances, solubilizing agents, detergents, oil and water emulsifying agents, wetting agents, and spreading agents, water and oil emulsifying agents, antifoaming agents. So, kung nakikita natin itong mga substances, they are classified according to are they hydrophilic or are they water dispersible or hydrophobic. So, from 18 until 12, they will be hydrophilic or water soluble or water loving, while 9 to 6 is water dispersible. Tapos 6 to 0 or 0 to 6 is hydrophobic, which means they are water hating or oil soluble. So the oil soluble are the emulsifying agents, antifoaming agents. These are abundant in water and oil uh, emulsions. Then we have this wetting and spreading agents. They are classified under the water dispersible. And for the last one, emulsifying agents, detergents, solubilizing agents are more hydrophilic in nature. And these are the ranges of HLB. So our topic will be more on calculations than on theoretical. So we'll move to the calculations. So before we move to the calculations, gusto ko muna ipaalala na mayroon tayong different calculations. So the calculations will usually be about the required or the required or excuse me for a minute. All of our calculations will be focusing on the total required HLB. We may also encounter the ratio. We may also encounter the grams. Maybe they will ask about grams. So moving to our examples, we have the first practice here, which is saying the required HLB for light mineral oil in and water in oil emulsion is 4. That of anhydrous lanolin is 8. What is the required HLB of the oil phase for an emulsion if it consists of 500 grams of light mineral oil and 125 grams of anhydrous lanolin? So to make things easy, we should first write the given. So ang given natin is the following. So he said that we have so they want the required HLB or the total required HLB. So we'll be listing the substances that are what they call it that are included in this problem. So we have the anhydrous lanolin, and also we have the light mineral oil, which is mentioned also here. So the light mineral oil HLB is 4, the anhydrous lanolin is 8. So to make things easy, we write the names of the substances. Light mineral oil. So the name is here, then the HLB value, and the grams or the weight. So for light mineral oil, the HLB value is 4 and its grams are 500 grams. Then we have next the anhydrous lanolin. So I'll write A lanolin. So its HLB value is 8 and the weight is about 125. So the required HLB for mineral oil. So they ask about the required HLB of the oil phase. So it is the total HLB. So in order to calculate the total HLB, we should do the following. So nasulat na natin ang given. Ang gawin na natin ang total required HLB. Hanapin natin ito. So in order to do that, what should we do? We should calculate. So firstly, I will give a formula that can help us. So sabihin natin ang total RHLB could be calculated by the following. So ang gagawin natin is the total weight. We should calculate the total weight. Tapos here we put the substance 1, then open and close parentheses. This will be times the HLB value of substance 1. So HLB of substance 1. Tapos i-add natin. So this is not what do you call it? Hindi ito recorded formula or unknown formula, pero that's only to tawag dito para ipadali natin ang calculation natin. So we have also substance 2 or substance number 2, the same then total weight. So yung dito substance 1 is the weight of substance 1. Dito rin is the weight of substance 2 over the total weight. Then times the HLB of substance 2. Tapos pag meron pa tayo ibang substances, add the same. Parang ganito is one weight over the total weight times the HLB, then plus ganito, then ganun din. So pag may S3 tayo, ganun din, substance 3. So in order to calculate, ganito na lang gawin natin. Light mineral oil. So ang weight niya is 500. Then ang total weight, how much ang total weight niya? Ang total weight ng tawag dito emulsion as a whole is 500 plus 125. 500 plus 125. Okay? Then open and close parenthesis times the HLV value of the substance 1, which is 4. Okay? Tapos yung ano natin, anhydrous lanolin, it will be equal to yung weight niya, which is 125 grams. I forgot to write the grams. Over 500 plus 125 kasi total din ito. Then times 8 kasi yun ang HLB value niya. So in order to calculate, we will calculate using this calculator. So andito na yung open parenthesis, then 500, then over, sabihin natin 500 plus 125. Then i-close natin yung parenthesis, then times 4. So it will be equal to 3.2. 3.2. Then, ang gagawin natin is i-calculate naman natin yung for lanolin or anhydrous lanolin. So ang HLB niya is 8. Tapos yung weight niya is 125. So ang lalabas is 8 over 5, which will be equal to 1.6. So, in order to have the total RHLB, i-add natin itong dalawa. I-add natin ang dalawa. So, 3.2 plus 1.6 will be equal to how much? To 4.8. And here we have our total HLB, which is this. So, ang total HLB natin is the total HLB, total HLB is equal to 4.8. And here we have it, guys. So before we proceed to the next question, gusto ko lang emphasize that this is oil phase. So ang substances natin dito are oils like the light mineral oil, lanolin, or anhydrous lanolin. They are more to the hydrophobic or to the hydrophobic nature or to the L nature. As we see here, yung HLB value is 4 and 8. And ang total natin is 4.8. So moving to the next question, sabi nga calculate the required HLB for the oil phase of the following oil and water emulsion. So as we see here, ang mga substances natin are dicetyl alcohol, white wax, anhydrous lanolin, emulsifier, glycerin, distilled water. So ang kukunin lang natin dyan ay ang cetyl alcohol, white wax, anhydrous lanolin. Hindi nakasama dyan ang emulsifier, glycerin, and distilled water. And here our HLB values. So kung makikita natin, andyan na ang weight, nasulat na ang weight at saka ang mga required HLB for each. So ang kukunin natin is yung oil and water kasi sabi nga dito sa question, oil and water emulsion. So ang HLB of each is like this. So yung HLB ng cetyl alcohol is 13. HLB ng white wax or B-wax, the same lang sila. B-wax at saka white wax, the same. So it is 12. Then the anhydrous lanolin. Saan ang anhydrous lanolin? Ito, lanolin anhydrous is 15. Then emulsifier hindi na kailangan. So sabi nga calculate the required HLB for the oil phase of the following oil in water emulsion. So gusto rin niya ang total. So ang gagawin natin is very simple as we did earlier. So kukunin natin total required or RHLB. So ang gagawin natin, kukunin natin ang mga weight, i-add natin sila. So 15 plus 1 plus 2 is equal to 18. So yan na ang total weight. So ang kukunin muna natin is the cetyl alcohol, which is 15. Then close and open parentheses and times the HLB, which is 13. Then ganun din sa white wax, ang kanyang grams is 1 over 15 or over 18, sorry. Then times 12. And ganun din sa anhydrous lanolin, which is 2 grams over 18. Then times ang HLB value niya, which is 15. So i-calculate na natin ito each. Then i-add natin sila lahat using our calculator. So first we have 15 over 18. Let's make sure that we have the open and close parentheses. Then times 13, which will be equal to, sabihin na lang natin, 10.83. Then moving to the next one, sabi nga yung HLB nga is 12. Ang kanyang grams or ang kanyang weight is 1 over 18. So ang maglalabas is 0. Sabihin na lang natin 67. I-round off na lang natin. Then moving to the next one, which is the anhydrous lanolin, 15. Then yung weight niya is 2 grams over 18. So ang lalabas is 1 point, sabihin na lang natin 6, 7. Then ang gagawin natin is i-add natin ito lahat. So 10.83 plus 0.67 plus 1.67 will be equal to 13.17. And here we have our total required HLB value. So here is our answer for the total RHLB. So as we see here, yung previous questions natin are all about the total required HLB and total required RHLB. So moving to our last question. So our last question, it will be talking about the ratio pati grams. So sabi nga dito, a formulator is required to formulate an oil in water emulsion of the basic formula. So binigay na nga ang formula natin, which is the substances. Liquid paraffin 50 grams, emulsifying agents required HLB is 10.5 gram, 10.5, then 5 grams. Water, sufficient quantity, 100 grams. Calculate, sabi nga dito, calculate the ratio of emulsifying agents to produce this emulsion with the required HLB value. Suitable emulsifiers are twin 80 HLBA 15 and span 80 HLB is equal to 4.3. So as we see here, ang sabi nga dito, calculate the ratio of the emulsifying agents. So as we see here, marami tayong given. Liquid paraffin, we have emulsifying agents, and water. So ang sabi nga, calculate the ratio of emulsifying agents. So nag-emphasize siya on emulsifying agents. Which means na hindi na natin kailangan yung liquid paraffin. Hindi din natin kailangan ang water, sufficient quantity which is 100 grams. So ang kailangan lang natin is the emulsifying agents. So isusulat natin dito, emulsifying agents, emulsifying agents. Then ang kanyang grams or weight is 5 grams. Then ang kanyang HLB is equal to, or RHLB na ito, required RHLB, which is 10.5. Hindi ito HLB, but required HLB, RHLB is 10.5. So sabi nga, calculate the ratio of emulsifying agents to produce this emulsion with the required HLB. So gusto niya malaman ng ratio ng emulsifying agents. So sabi nga, emulsifying agents natin are the twin 80 and span 80. As we see here, we have a formula for this. So sabihin natin ang percentage ng high HLB emulsifying agent, emulsifying agent equals the percentage of the high HLB emulsifying agent will be equal to the RHLB minus HLB low, tapos dito naman HLB high minus HLB low. So anong meaning ng HLB high, HLB low, RHLB? RHLB ito na yung 10.5. Ang HLB low naman is HLB high and low. Bakit may high and low? Kasi ito ang emulsifying agents natin. So as we see here, meron tayong twin 80 and span 80. So bakit high and low? Kasi kung makikita natin, ang 15 and 4.3. So alin dyan ang high, alin dyan ang low. So ang high dyan is the 15 kasi mataas siya. Ang low naman is the 4.3 kasi mababa siya. So ang gagawin natin is itawag dito, gamitin natin itong formula to answer the the problem. So in order to calculate, ang formula natin will be percentage high HLB emulsifying agent, which is the twin 80 kasi siya ang mataas na HLB. So twin 80 percentage will be equal to R HLB. So R HLB, which is the required HLB, it is 10.5. Then minus HLB low. Saan ang HLB low? It's this 4.3. 4.3. Then yung ano natin fraction. Then HLB high, which is 15, minus yung HLB low, which is 4.3. Then in order to calculate, gamitin natin ang calculator. So maglagay tayo ng fraction, then 10.5 minus 4.3. Then 15 minus 4.3, which will be equal to 0.579. So i-round off na lang natin siya. Sabihin natin 0.58. Then ito na ang tawag dito percentage. To make it percentage, ita times natin siya by 100 times 100. So ang percentage natin will be, or the percentage will be 58%. So ito ang percentage natin for twin 80. Para malaman natin ang percentage ng span 80, ang gagawin lang natin is ganito. Sulatin natin span 80. Then, ilalagay natin ang 100. Tapos, ang 100 na yan is minus ng percentage ng tawag dito, ng twin 80. So, minus 58. So, it will be equal to how much, guys? So, sabihin natin 100 minus 58 will be equal to 42%. 42%. And here we have the ratio. So 58% yung tawag dito yung twin 80. Then 42% yung span 80. Pag sabi nga sa atin, mayroon another question. Baka mag-ask sila about ng grams, kung ilan grams yan. So in order to calculate the grams, tingnan natin ilan ang weight, ang total weight ng emulsifying agents. Ang total weight niya is 5 grams. So ang gagawin natin, kunin natin ang 5 grams na yan to look to the weight, ratio by weight. So sabihin natin yung weight ng twin 80 is equal to yung total weight times yung percentage. So for twin 80, yung total weight is 5 grams. Then times ng percentage. So ang percentage nga is 58 percent. Pwede natin siya express ganyan. 5 grams times 0.58. So ang lalabas is ganito. So ang 5 grams times 0.58 will be equal to 29 over 10, which is 2.9 grams. Pwede na, ito na ang grams ng twin 80. Ng twin 80, ito na ang grams niya. In order to find the grams of the span 80, pwede natin sabihin ganito. Yung span 80 is span 80. Kagaya lang ng kanina. Kunin natin ang total weight, which is 5 grams times ng percentage. So ang percentage nga is 42%. 32%. Pwede natin express ganito. Yung 5 times 0.42. Then we will have the tawag dito, answer like this, times 0.42. So ang lalabas is 21.3 or 2.1. So, ito ang answer natin is 2.1 grams. So, that will be for span 80. Pag in-add natin itong dalawa, magiging ano sila, 5 grams. Kaya correct, pag ma-add mo silang dalawa, ang 2.9 pati 2.1, ang lalabas is 5 grams. So, that means na correct ang calculation mo. So, ito na ang ating mga percentage. Ito ang percentage ito ang percentage ng span 80. Ito rin yung percentage ng tawag dito, ng twin 80. Pag sabihin ng ratio, pwede na natin ilabas ang ratio by putting the 2.1 over 2.9. Ganito lang. Ilagay natin ang fraction 2.1 tapos over 2.9. So, ang fraction natin is, or yung ratio natin is 21 to 29. 21 is to 29. So, I hope that our lecture was na marami kang natuto, inshallah. And magkita tayo in another episodes or in another lectures.